Just look at this gorgeous dish. This is Burmese bone-tender steamed fish, and trust me, it tastes even better than it looks.
But here's the really cool part, the thing that'll blow your mind. How on earth do you get fish so tender that even the bones just melt away and do it in a totally regular pot? It sounds impossible, right? Well, the secret is actually way simpler than you'd ever guess.
Welcome to the Asian Food Diary. We're so glad you're here. So let's talk about what makes this dish so special. First off, it's not just unbelievably flavorful, it's also really healthy. You see, it gets that bright, zesty kick from fresh lemon juice instead of, a harsher vinegar. That keeps things light, fresh, and just plain good for you. And here's the best part. Seriously, you don't need any special gear. No fancy steamer, no pressure cooker, none of that. This amazing result all comes down to a super clever traditional technique that you can do with a regular old pot. Yep, the one you already have in your kitchen. All right, so where do we start? Well, like any great recipe, it all begins with building a solid foundation of flavor. And for this dish, that means starting with a simple but really potent marinade to get that fish ready. And you're gonna love how simple the ingredients are. We've got our fish, of course, cleaned and cut. Then we'll add the juice from 2 fresh lemons for that nice, clean tang, a little salt and flavor powder to give it some depth, and just a pinch of turmeric for that beautiful color. That's it. Just mix it all up and make sure the fish is coated really well. Okay, now for a really clever little trick. Before you even think about putting the fish in the pot, you're going to lay down a bed of lemongrass stalks right on the bottom. This creates this amazing, fragrant platform. It does 2 things. It stops the fish from sticking, and more importantly, it steams all that incredible lemongrass aroma right up into the fish from below. So smart. All right, here we go. This is the absolute heart of the technique, the secret we've been building up to. It's not about blasting it with high heat or using a pressure cooker. Nope, it's all about patience and this really unique method called the 5-cycle steam. So what in the world is bone-tender steaming? It's just a brilliant traditional idea. Instead of just steaming the fish once for a long time, you go through these repeated cycles of adding water and then boiling it all the way down. This slow, gentle process is what works the magic, breaking down the fish until it's unbelievably tender. Let me walk you through it. It's pretty straightforward. Step 1, you put your marinated fish right on top of that lemongrass bed, and then you add just enough water to cover it. Step 2, bring it to a boil and just let it go until every last drop of water has evaporated. And then you do that whole thing all over again, and again, and again. So the magic number you need to remember is 5. That's it, 5 full cycles of adding water and boiling it away. It's this patient, repetitive process that completely transforms the fish, softening it right down to the little bones. It's just amazing proof of how these old school techniques can create something truly special. Okay, so while our fish is having its spa day and getting all tender, we can't forget about the topping. We're gonna whip up a quick, rich, and super aromatic sauce that's just the perfect partner for that delicate fish. And again, you'll see the beauty is in keeping it simple. We've just got some fresh tomatoes and onions, a little bit of chili powder, mostly for that gorgeous red color, not so much for heat, and some oil. That's all it takes to make this incredible savory topping. And this part is super fast. You just heat up your oil, toss in the onions for a quick sauté, then add the chili powder to let it bloom and release its color into the oil. Then, in go the tomatoes. A quick stir fry, maybe a minute or so, and that's all you need to get everything fragrant and create this rich, delicious base. All right, we're in the home stretch. Our fish is perfectly tender, our topping is smelling amazing. It's time for the grand finale. We're gonna bring it all together for one last simmer to let all those beautiful flavors get to know each other. So after that 5th and final steaming cycle, your fish is done, just waiting patiently. Now you'll carefully take out those lemongrass stalks and then pour that gorgeous tomato and onion topping right over the fish, all in the same pot. Then just turn the heat back on and let the magic happen. And here's the final, most important sign to look for. You're gonna let it simmer until any remaining water cooks off and you see that rich red oil start to separate from the sauce. When you see that happen, that's it. That's the moment you know your Burmese bone-tender steamed fish is absolutely, positively perfect. I mean, how amazing is that? A regular pot and a little bit of patience can create something so unbelievably good.
It really makes you think, doesn't it? What other amazing cooking secrets are hiding in these old traditional techniques, just waiting for us to find them?
Hey, if you had fun learning this with us and you want to discover more delicious recipes and culinary secrets, we'd love it if you'd subscribe. Thanks so much for watching.